Um, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about Transformer spirits. This is my Celtic spirit deck. If you normally watch me, I work with the angelic realm, but the the tarot world stretches amongst a lot of different realms because we're all connected as one. Come here, buddy. Oh, just go. There's my guy. He just walked in when I started. Oh, I love this cat so much. Oh, he gives me little kisses. Oh, he's getting so big. Oh, he's getting so big, buddy. I think he's like 2 now. When I first got him, he came in the vent. He was just a stray kitty on the street, looking for a home. Oh, oh, he loves me so much. Right, buddy? Oh. Alright. So, I have a card in here. Hold on, let me find it. It's called the Hair Spirit. All of a sudden, I'm just joking. Okay, so we have the hair. On this card, you can see 2 rabbits. One is below the surface here, going to the roots where it is dark. This one stays above the surface and looks to the moon. We have this tree here, and this rabbit that's scratching around on the surface has its back to this tree. This card on it says, otherworld, shape-shifting, and fertility. Sometimes I'm an angelic being. My soul is. I'm here for a human experience, obviously. But a lot of times I will be connecting with a spirit and I will tend to look like it. Like the different characteristics stand out in my face when I connect with certain spirits. Depends on which ones I'm connecting with. But that's that shape-shifting energy. I have mastered um, myself and other signs like horoscopes. I mean zodiacs, zodiac signs. Um, I myself am an Aquarius. It became the age of Aquarius back in December of 2020. And there was a lot of confusion around the age of Aquarius. Some people were saying the age of Aquarius already happened. I'm not exactly sure when they thought it happened. I can't remember, but I didn't think it was that important to know when they thought that happened until now. I should probably go. There's probably. Mm, hmm. Anyways, I started this video to talk about the hair spirits. Some people, like, the hair spirits become important, and then people are talking about them, and we're seeing rabbits, and then all of a sudden people think it's something to do with the Playboy bunnies, and then the strippers are getting props, and they don't even know why. They think it's because they're really good at stripping, and then the people that deserve props are like, why the hell are the strippers getting so much attention? it's it comes down to spiritual things that are going on. At the roots of almost anything out there that's going on, that's like a hot topic, there's something spiritual going on. And that's because all of our ancestors and the angels are coming together to figure out what's best for us all. They try to be as fair and just and equal as possible. But people's inner demons get in the way of keeping the balance. So that's the overall issue. And that goes across the board. Anyways, the hair spirit is what's important.
Roll.
Yeah. The role we play is important when it comes to the things that it's important for. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Spirit. Alright. And it also says fertility here. So, I think the hair spirit. Okay, so on another note, when it says that, it makes me think of rebirth season, rebirth times, Easter, where the Easter bunny is important. So the signs are everywhere. And I I pretty much know or have a way of finding out what it is at the roots of things. That's where the issues are stemming from, whether that's a curse or a spell or somebody just was pushing a bad agenda, whatever. These hair spirits will go below the surface and see what's going on at the roots. This tree is like a problem that's happening. And this rabbit here is noticing it up here on the surface, like when things are coming to the surface, it's a problem. It needs to be dealt with. It's noticeable. It has light shed upon it. So down here in the darkness is where the roots are, right? Secrets. The things they're not saying about this. This is the spirit that goes to the roots to find out. Moons stand for illusions. So this rabbit here is back to back with this situation tree that's here above the surface, looking up and seeing the illusions. So that's why this rabbit is like, okay, I'm seeing the illusions. Go find out what really happened. Let me see if I'm missing anything from the book. Alright, we have 28. The number on the card is 28. That could be of significance. The number 2 indicates balance or checking the duality. And 8 stands for eternal beings. Balance. I'll just read this. There is much symbolism in the Celtic hare and the other world. The Celtic warrior Ossian hunted and wounded a hare in the leg. He gave chase and followed it underground only to find a young woman bleeding from her injured leg. Hence the hare's connection with the other world and shape-shifting. Hold on. In the movie Beauty and the Beast, that is on Voodoo Fandango. It's another take on Beauty and the Beast. But in the movie, there's a fawn of the forest, and the guy's hunting it, and he shoots it, and then it was his, like, girlfriend. And he was, like, totally, like... Alright. One of the traits of the hare is its amazing ability to literally turn on a dime at great speed. It is prey to many things, but can evade capture extremely well. When the hare crosses your path, it is a symbol that you may need to change direction. It's because there's illusions. Especially if you are a little stuck in your ways and need to change your tactic. Sometimes your enemy will learn you, and they'll be then able to lead you in the way they need to when they know you well. You know what I'm saying? So if you change it up and be a little bit more unpredictable, it's harder to, you know, trick you, get you into a place you don't want to be in, make a choice you don't really want to make because you feel obligated or whatever. The hair in many ways is about movement and shifting fast. They are also cinemas and their ability to replicate. So to like multiply, making them the symbol of fertility. And this is what the hare moon or the moon gazing hare is known for, making babies. Is there something you are needing to grow? A project, your bank balance? Abundance can come in many forms, and when you see the hare, you may very well be in line for some wealth coming your way in some shape or form. Or if you are needing help with direction, call on the hare to help guide you. So if you're seeing the illusions in a situation, just ask the hare spirit to help you figure out what's going on at the roots. Yeah. Hare spirit people, they have this transforming ability and like I mastered the hare spirit. I'm really good at finding out what's going on at the surface. And like I said, like literally my characteristics change up. It's like magical. A lot of spirits and things that I have encountered on this spiritual journey have really enlightened me and opened my eyes, and like I believe in magic. I don't do like magic spells or anything. I'm a person that works with the angelic realm, and I work with magic, natural magic of the universe. It's real. And I feel like, you know, when you watch, I don't know if you guys have seen Halloween Town, that's one of my favorite Halloween movies. And in the movie, the grandma, who's a witch, is talking to her granddaughters, and they're trying to get a spell together to light their talisman. And she tells them she prefers from scratch and not instant. So that's like using natural magic of the universe versus some bogus ass quick magic, which is like black magic. Some people really do use black magic, and that shit will backfire on them horribly. You know, like whatever they asked for, it's like they're basically doing deals with demons. Like on Supernatural. It's fucking crazy. So anyways, I'm more like with the angels. I literally, the angels can use my vessel. And sometimes I will say some real wisdomatic shit that comes out of nowhere. And it's because the spirits are using my vessel to communicate. When they said God and the heavens can do unimaginable shit, they meant that. It's like unimaginable, magical shit that happens around you that's not really physical, but then it becomes physical. It's called manifestation. It's like you see your dreams coming together, but it's not really together yet. You like all of a sudden, you just like see it. Like, this is what I gotta do, and that's what I want. I'm gonna start doing this and that and this and that, and all of a sudden, you're living your fucking dream. I realized how true this was when I watched the movie The Secret. You can watch it for free on YouTube if you search it. But there's a couple movies called The Secret, but this is the one with, it's like a documentary and it has a picture of a wax seal with an S on it. And they talk about manifestation and using your imagination and how important that is. And having positive thinking versus negative thinking. Yeah. That was like at the beginning of my spiritual journey. So there's been a lot of trial and error when it came to their theory that they taught me. A lot of people will see you wanting to step into a new reality or your dreams, and they start to become weary that they're no longer going to be important to you, or things aren't going to be the same, and they will try to set you up for failure just so you can't move forward. It sounds a little bit crazy. It is a little bit crazy, but I understand. They have challenges to overcome still. Well, let's see what Celtic spirits we're at, spirit or two that we're actually working with right now. I felt like it was necessary to share the hare spirit with you guys. I see a lot of people out there seeing the rabbit or the hare as important, but do they really know why? That was my question. Ooh. Once. We have the Heart Center. This is a great card. So this is indicating some healing. Connection, love, receiving. Try to be open to actually accepting what you would love to accept. Some people there's things that hold us back mentally. And that's because we're chained to certain things we don't want to let go of. It's the fear of letting go. It's one of those times in your life where you have to decide if this is a fear you want to overcome or not. That's all up to you. And that's the kind of shit God leaves you to. He's like, okay, you've been doing pretty good. You know, I'm bringing all this in front of you. And this is all seeming so much to accept. And God's like, but in order to accept, you have to let go of this, this, and this. And you're like, oh man, I don't know, God. Are you really God? Is this really happening? And, you know, some people are non-believers. They just don't want to believe. They want to stay stuck in their comfort zone forever. And they're the type of people that love to stick their head in the sand. Like an ostrich when it comes to conflict or human contact or anything. So that's good. Some things hold, some people hold the key to whatever it is in your heart that needs to be unlocked. Most of the time you don't even know it's there. It's like it's literally an invisible keyhole. And you're not paying attention to it unless you're aware of it, you know? So here I am making you aware. You got a little keyhole on your heart. And now that I said that, at some point you'll feel that in your heart, that they're just unlocked. There'll be all kinds of passion and shit. And and you'll know. Trust yourself. Some people really have a problem with trusting themselves, trusting that this is real, or that they're not gonna get fucked over. Like, there's so many ways things can go wrong. This is why you're supposed to focus on the positives and have faith over fear, and know that God would never lead you into any situation that you can't handle. You know? You're always gonna overcome situations until you're in that situation that's your ending moment. And that could just be being too old. You know, that's your end. Then we had the Green Man under that. Forgot to say what I pulled next there. We ready for bed now? Nature, connection, source. This is This guy kind of looks like a gnome a little bit. Definitely of the forest. These are the Celtic spirits. They work with nature and like berries and stuff. And you'll see signs in nature on your spiritual journey, and that's from spirits like this, as well as angels and um, just your ancestors. Yeah, I have been getting a lot of check the signs in nature lately in my readings. And check the news. You may see something significant. So, nature's definitely speaking at this time. Where I am, in the Midwest, it's typically pretty cold around this time. It's actually pretty warm right now. I'm not complaining. And the Spirit Talker last night, it was saying warm. Before I went to bed, I was doing a video listening to the spirits, and they were saying warm. And when I woke up this morning, I went to go to work. Lately, I've been dreading going outside because it's cold in the morning, and my car's all cold. But it was pretty warm outside. I walked out there, and I was like, oh, it's not bitter cold. That was nice. So that could be a sign. Pay attention to the weather around you in your area. You know, you're connected as one with everybody of your community. It stems out to be you're connected with everybody, but you're closest with everybody around you. And if you're going to face any problems, it's going to be with people around you, right? So, yeah, that's why it's important to care about what's going on in the community. Fairies are giving gifts. We have crystals and herb healing. It's a good time for the Celtic spirits right now. They're happy. They work with Archangel Ariel, who cares for all things solid, actually, is what is said in the description of Archangel Ariel that I read. So, I'm hopping all over in this conversation tonight, but it makes sense. A while ago, in a few days ago, I was talking about in my video how statues and some objects and like our pets, like their spirits speak. Literally. On like the Spirit Talker. So to have in the description of Archangel Ariel say she's in charge of all things solid, that means their souls too. Like anything you like breathe life into, like you manifest it. You can like birth it with a hair spirit, like you're a hair spirit. For real. It's crazy. I'm mind blown all the time by my discoveries, but I don't really have that many people to share it with. That's why I share it with you guys. Uh, the spiritual journey is actually a journey to self. So that's what the importance of the twin flames and the yin and yang is. You will learn lessons from other versions of yourself. Comes down to duality. And the like my twins out there have had other life experiences and had different people that they've encountered and learned from than me, you know? So when you come together with your twins, it's like two heads come together and make greatness. Two heads is better than one. I've said that before, right? So yeah. Alright. I'm gonna end this here. Good night, guys. I hope this helped. It was nice talking about the Celtic spirits for a little bit. I don't know as much about them as I do about the angels and the heavens, but I respect the Celtic spirits.